Well, hi class, I hope you're all doing well. I hope none of you were affected by the rains and flooding over the weekend, and you are hard at work getting ready for the informative speech. And for the informative speech assignment, that's what all of you should be working on right now. By the end of the day today, you want to make sure that you get your topic proposals in. Your outlines for the informative speech are due at the end of the week on the 29th. And then next week, end of the week on the 5th of November, that's the deadline for getting your recordings of your informative speech presentation submitted. And a lot of you have already got your topics approved. You submitted your topic proposals. Great. And those of you that still have to submit your topic proposals, please make sure that you watch the instructional video in the module on how to tell the difference between an informative and a persuasive speech. In fact, in just a sec, I'll jump on the modules. I'll show you again exactly where that is, because that's really going to help you come up with good topic ideas for an informative speech. And that's important because you'll use a different outline format for the informative than you will for the persuasive speech. Some of you have submitted some good topics for a persuasive speech on the informative assignment. So with some of you, it's, hey, hold on to that topic, but let's get a better informative topic. And remember, when you're thinking about informative topics, always start by thinking of a noun. Again, you want to make this real easy, do your speech on a person. That's a great way to accomplish the informative speaking assignment. Also, you can do your speech on a place or any kind of thing, right? Something that's invented, or maybe just an everyday household item that you see around the house, or maybe you have sports that you play. All kinds of different ideas for an informative speech. And informative speech topics tend to just be one word, right? Name of a person, name of a place, name of a thing. A good clue that you might be on the wrong track in terms of coming up with a good informative topic, and you actually have more of a persuasive topic. If it takes longer to write out the topic, probably going to be a persuasive speech, because persuasive speech topics tend to focus more on concepts and issues. Like a lot of you had improving one's mental health as an informative topic. Well, no, that really works as a persuasive speech, because the intent of the speech is to provide information that the audience member or viewer can use to hopefully improve their overall mental health or well-being. That's persuasive. You're giving information to hopefully influence and change the behavior of the recipient of the information. So make sure you watch that instructional video. It's not very long, it's about 5-10 minutes, so you have a good understanding of the difference between those two topics. And once you submit your topic proposal for the informative speech, give me at least 24 hours to respond back to let you know that, yeah, this is a good informative topic, because it could be that you submitted a topic and it works better for a persuasive speech. So you want to hold off on preparing that speech. You want to come up with a better topic. So once you submit your topic proposal, give me at least 24 hours, and it's probably going to be sooner, to get back to you and let you know that you're good. That topic works well for an informative speech. So let's make sure we do a really good job of coming up with some good topics. A lot of you already have submitted some great ideas for an informative topic. So really looking forward to your informative speeches. And then also, last thing before I jump on the modules, I want to show you a couple things where to find stuff that you may need to utilize as you're working on the informative speech. But end of the week, the 29th of October, that's the last day that you can drop a class and receive a W. I'm not going to drop anyone, because with an online class, it's too hard. There's a lot of you that haven't submitted much work yet, but I'm not going to drop you. It could be you're going to get that submitted in the back half of the semester. Not a good way to do it when it comes to public speaking, because one of the keys to doing well in this class is to ensure that you have at least a couple days between the submission of the outline for a speech and the submission of the recording of the speech presentation, because you need time to practice effectively and efficiently. Remember, that's one of my goals for you for this class, to learn how to effectively practice, how to efficiently practice and prepare for a speech presentation. So you want to make sure that you're giving yourself some time to do that. If you submit your outline and then turn around in the next couple minutes and submit your recording of the speech, then you're basically telling me you didn't put any time into the practice and the preparation. You won't need to tell me anyway. I'll be able to tell when I watch the actual video. So you want to make sure that not only you get your stuff in on time, but you're utilizing the time between turning in the outline and turning in the speech so you can really practice, prepare, and polish up your delivery so it's good to go by the time you're ready to present it and hit record. All right. Last of all today, let's go ahead and jump on the modules real quick. I just want to show you where you can find that video on telling the difference between an informative and a persuasive topic, and also another instructional video that you want to look at. That'll be how to construct the informative speech outline. And last thing, once you have your outline prepared for your informative speech, before you submit it, go to the module, find the sample outline for the informative speech. That's the one on the instant replay review. And just compare your outline to the sample outline to ensure that it's formatted, structured, and organized the same way. If your outline looks like the sample outline, then you know you're on the right track as far as formatting it correctly. Let's go ahead and jump on the modules and take a look at that sample outline right now. All right, so now we're on the module for the informative speech, and lots of information here. But the first thing I want to draw your attention to, so if you go to the informative topic selection, we're going to click on that, and that's going to take us to this page. And then right here at the bottom of the page, this video right here tells you the difference, or how to tell the difference between an informative and a persuasive topic. So you want to make sure that you check that out. And then we just scroll down a little further to right here, informative sample speech outline. Let's go ahead and click on that. And here we have a sample speech outline for the informative speech. And I would recommend when you're putting your outline together, you should have this up so you're looking at it to make sure when you're formatting and typing out your outline, it looks the same. A lot of you, while you have the structure and the organization down, you want to work on the spacing, right? You don't want a big paragraph of information. Here, notice that we're following the rule. One sentence per subpoint. Everything is spaced. Everything is separated. So now when I'm practicing my speech, it makes it easier for me to look up and try to get to as much as I can. But when I look down, it's easier to find my place and to continue on with the speech. And it even makes it easier to use the outline when I'm actually delivering the speech. If I want to glance down, I want to be able to easily find my place and continue on with the presentation. And so you just want to make sure that your outline looks the same as far as the format, as far as the separation of all the main points. And if you're kind of still confused, like, okay, how do I get my outline to look just like that one? Just watch this video right here. I take you just step by step. Here's how to construct an informative speech outline. And so if you just utilize the sample outline and the instructional video, you too should be able to put together an excellent outline. And so make sure before you submit your outline, compare it to the sample outline in the module. Also, too, most of you are doing a good job, at least on the outlines that I've seen, as far as getting your source citations plugged into the outline correctly, but some of you aren't. And that just tells me you're not paying attention to the sample outline. You're not watching the instructional video on how to construct an outline. Do that, you're going to do a much better job on your outline. And to save time, when I look at your outline, if it doesn't follow the specific outline format, if your source citations are not inserted correctly, or maybe you're just leaving out your transitions, at the end of the first main point, at the end of the second main point. And all I'm going to do is to tell you, look at the sample outline to see what needs to be fixed. Because I'm not doing double duty as far as putting all the time and the effort into the instructional videos, and then you don't take the time to watch it. Don't expect me to then give you a private lecture on how to fix it. I'm just going to direct you back to where you can get the information that you need to do a good job on the outline. You've got to have initiative to do well in an online class. So let's make sure we're all doing our very best to utilize all of the available information for each and every assignment that we submit. All right? I expect your best efforts on this informative speech. We're up in the ante. Now the speeches are a little bit more involved. We're learning how to incorporate research into the presentation. Let's make sure that we're doing the very best that we can, because I guarantee you get this down. This is going to make your future college life way easier, because the further up you go, the higher up you go on the academic ladder, the more you're going to be giving presentations, the more you're going to be writing papers. And so you really want to make sure that you understand how to put a quality outline together while you're still at community college. So you've got that down. When you transfer to the next level, you get to the 4-year level, you're writing even more papers, you're doing even more presentations. Work hard this week, folks. Can't wait to see the finished product and all the great speeches that you're going to do in the next 2 weeks.